Hello everyone and welcome to Whose Opinion 38, The Pyramid at the End of the World, First Thoughts, and we're going to discuss Doctor Who Magazine, issue 513. I'm your host, Roy Bean. Yeah, we've got the Ice Queen there, and I'm here with Philip. What's up, Philip?
Good evening.
So what did you think of Pyramid? Oh, we got Connor as well.
Hello, everyone.
So it's going to talk about Pyramid at the End of the World to begin with, and then we're going to discuss recent Doctor Who Magazine spoilers. So what did everyone think of that episode? Boring at the end of the world.
I liked it. It was good. It wasn't boring, like some people that hate Doctor Who are saying. Yeah, it was good. To be honest, I don't have much to say about it because there wasn't a lot didn't happen, but it was a nice middle part to a story that has been really good so far. And I like the monks as villains a lot. They're the best villains in ages, in years.
What about you, Philip?
I have a slightly different view of it. I did find it interesting to a certain level, but I felt it kind of slumped for me somewhere in the middle of it. And I felt that the last 10 minutes kind of made up for it overall. But the monks in themselves, yes, they are an interesting adversary. We don't know whether they're bad or actually good. And I like how they use their sort of like law to emphasize what can be achieved and what cannot be achieved. And the fact that the doctor's got sight back, which is a bit of a blessing, but is it also a curse? Because they can quite easily just take it away as well as easily give it to him.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with what Connor said on the base of the episode. I think this episode was really strong, actually. It surprised me because some of the reviews were quite crap for it. And I watched it and I was surprised, and I rewatched it second time yesterday. And I actually think it's probably one of it's not the best episode of the series, but it holds up pretty well. I was expecting it to be probably the worst so far, but I still think that's a knock-knock. Yeah, I thought this was actually a pretty strong episode. As Connor said, a really good middle part of this three-part story. The monks were cool. Are they the best things we've had in a while? I would maybe not say they're the best villains we've had, but they're very interesting. I'm intrigued to see what they are. I'm looking forward to Light of the Land, see how this all concludes. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I thought the subplot with the bacteria stuff was cool as well.
Yeah. Do you think this one would have to have? Do you think this one would have to have a reset button? Because I can't see how powerful beings like the monks can be defeated.
Maybe they can be manipulated.
I can see that because the doctor is.
It could be like a silence thing where they're exposed to be fakes and humanity takes hold.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I've got the as me and Philip were just saying, we've got issue 513 of Doctor Who magazine, and we're just looking through all the synopsis for the next episodes, like the Land, Empress of Mars, X of Light, World Enough in Time, and we got some spoilers from that. So Philip, do you want to take it away?
Spoilers. Well, I've yet to read the Empress of Mars synopsis, unless Connor has, and you can tell us about that one. Or
I can. I've got some.
I've read the Empress of Mars one. It sounds very good, very very good. Maybe Matt Gatiss' best.
I mean, it's got apparently the pre-title sequence is Moffat's favorite ever.
Ever, yeah.
NASA in the modern era picking a picture up on Mars of something that shouldn't be there, and then obviously the Doctor goes and investigates.
Gatiss said that he originally wanted it to take place on Peladon, and that he doesn't like the Ice Warriors and Monster of Peladon as stories. But the adventure itself feels like something from Pertwee's era.
Yeah, he said that he wanted to be on Peladon, but apparently there was an episode similar, so they couldn't. I just think Pieces of Light. Yeah, but the way he describes the Queen, she's like, this is a great opportunity because we've never seen an Ice Queen. Her helmet is like the Ice Lord's. It's sleeker and she has sort of dreads and a cloak. has to have a cloak.
I can't do it closer than that. But you see
Kind of
it.
based on Ice Wall.
Yeah. And this is worth noticing, making note that Missy will appear in this one after the events of the Truth Monks.
Lie of the Land.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Missy being in this?
I'm glad that she's going to be in all of them. I imagine that she's going to be in all of them from now on, which is good.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a cameo or is it a proper companion?
Well, what's been said about World and Time Enough, I think that she's a companion.
But is she a companion from life?
Yeah, I think she might be actually. I think they've hidden her really well from filming pictures and also promotion.
Yes. Because all we had to go on with her was that she was only going to be an extremist and maybe the finales, but now we know that she's being stretched through towards the end. That's a bonus for me because we're now delving into Missy as a person rather than what we're used to seeing her as a bad person. So the Doctor's going to try and give her a new kind of lease of life.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, as I was saying to Philip off air, as much as it's great, I'm getting kind of John Sim. I really John Sim.
But you think he's not going to be in enough of it to justify him?
No, I thought he would have been. I thought he would have shown up in Lie of the Land, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Where is he going to show up? I mean, there's a thing of the Eaters of Light, and there's a thing that it said here where I was talking about Stephen rewriting scripts and stuff, and she said that he added a few scenes.
Oh, okay.
He made at the end with John Sim. The creature in this episode is described as like a big insect thing, and then the Picketish beast.
Yeah.
And apparently Bill has like a lesbian romance with one of the characters in Eaters of Light, one of the romance.
Which is interesting because Rona Munro gave Ace a lesbian relationship with Kara.
Oh, the Catwoman.
Yeah, in Survival. So I think this is going to be quite like Survival. Which is why I think that Missy's going to be in it also, because she's going to revisit the Master and the Doctor.
I actually say to her about writing for the Master, and then what it's like to write for Missy in it.
I think it said that I read that bit. She was asked about writing for the Master in Survival, but she. And
then they asked about Missy.
Did they actually? I thought that.
They didn't say about how does it feel to write for Missy. They ask about how does it to write for the Master, and then they say 2.5 decades on with Missy was a particular star in the next episode. Can Rona offer any further insights into the Master Doctor dynamic?
Oh, hang on. It says here, we'll try not to dwell on it then, but at the heart of Survival was the Doctor's relationship with the Master, and the character, now in her Missy incarnation, has returned in the 2017 series, once again trapped on an ancient planet that's dying because of its inhabitants' aggression. Just kidding, it's Earth. So she's in Eaters of Light then.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
you're going sorry.
Because, like you said, Ace and Kara, and then Bill's lesbian romance was called Car.
Is that a totally different romance from the one that we've seen her with in the last couple of episodes?
Woman called Car. So you have Ace and Kara, and then you have Bill and Car.
Ah.
And also there's like a nod to the speech where the famous last speech in Survival.
Oh, where the worlds are burning, the seas are. Yeah.
Their world's up there, sky's burning, blah blah blah. This time it's there are places in the universe like deserts or darkness, endless stretches of space with no living stars.
Mm.
He never actually wrote that last final speech, apparently.
What, on survival?
Yeah, she never wrote that.
Oh, then you did it.
She was a script editor at the time.
Okay.
Because she says, like, she's really glad that she didn't write that. Because it would have been daunting. But
It kind of feels like this new relationship that Bill gets into is going to end in a bad way for her, and then maybe she'll say, enough's enough, I want to go back home, and that's where we lose her. She doesn't really actually die. She just gives up the...
if you read The World Enough in Time, I don't know if you've read that yet, Philip.
No, I haven't really delved into it yet.
They pretty much say that Nardo and Bill are going to die.
Oh,
Apparently the pre-title sequence will break your heart.
oh.
And it'll be an oh my god moment. Because it says oh my god in capitals. And then it says that's pretty much all we can tell you about the pre-title sequence.
And that's referring to Bill or Nardo, or just...
Talking about how Misty's part of the team and like how great it is. And then shed a tear then for this first-rate TARDIS crew. They're killing it. And then they're saying like they're going to like pretty much kill them.
Oh.
No. Because it says not even Matt Lucas's Nardo, not even Bill Pearl Mackey's Bill. Certainly not Peter Capaldi's Doctor. I mean, the following episode is even called The Doctor Falls. It's the end. No character is safe. So, 3 times I reckon we'll see he'll get killed. Or converted.
Yeah, because we got the Cybermen to deal with as well, and that we have to work out how that gets fitted into.
They're on the spaceship, that big, massive spaceship. All
yeah.
that stuff outside that was being filmed, that's all on the spaceship.
That's true.
But they say that on one end of the spaceship, 2 days have passed, and on the other, 10,000 years have passed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of time distortion, so maybe that's how John Sim comes into it.
Through some kind of timey-wimey thing.
Mm.
That could have, yeah. But then we'd have to, they would have to connect end of time to that to make it work. And I don't know, not necessarily, because he's not the same as he was at the end of time. He looks totally different.
Maybe because time has passed.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? I mean, Misty is a companion. She's now calling everyone the doctor. She's saying she's a doctor and shit.
She's trying to see what it's like to be in these shoes, really, I guess.
Do you think it would work?
No, you can never trust someone who's always been a black sheep of the family. They might pull a wool over your eyes, but then they'll just...
From your personal experience.
Well, kind of, yeah.
You're the black sheep of your family.
Always has been and always will be. It's lovely. But as Connor did say a couple of times before in the past, this series is beginning to ramp itself up to a point where we're going to go, why the fuck couldn't this be like this, you know, every season so far that we've had with Capaldi? It's a shame that it's come to this point that it's looking good and we're losing the main man.
How do you feel about the Master apparently making a promise to the Doctor? About the Doctor and the Master promising each other as kids to travel together.
That's a nice little addendum, because that'll give us a sneak.
Have you read that bit?
I know of it.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. It's nice to see that kind of like, I'm going to call it a flashback, because that's what it basically boils down to. It's nice to see a flashback where they were once proper friends on Gallifrey before they, went their separate ways. Can't see that.
So
What do you think, Connor?
Connor's currently trolling.
Oh, is he?
Master. He's on the master account, hence why he's being quiet. Naughty trolls.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I really don't want Nardo to die. I love Nardo.
He's all right, but we've always been told there's a reason for him being there. He's an important connection, so how he dies depends on what for and what reasons. I mean, what reasons and whether it's a necessary thing or not.
It's true. I mean, how do you think Bill's gonna leave?
Oh, I don't know whether they would do that. Go as far as killing her off, because that's a very shitty thing to do to a basically a new companion in the Doctor Who universe.
True.
So I would think she'll go on a level par as most companions, you know, like sail off into the sunset with a new love, or even just decide enough's enough, like Tegan did once say.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, it's going to be weird to see a new companion next year if we do get a new one.
Well, like I said, nobody really knows whether for sure that Pearl Mackey's time is up. I mean, we could, like you said, we could lose Nardole, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to lose Bill as well. So one or two of them is going to scrape out of this and continue on. My money's on Nardole though, because Matt Lucas is a bit of a busy man anyway, so he's only going to have a short contract on this show.
I think it would have been good if Bill does stay actually, because it's going to be like Series 1 again.
Yeah.
Have Rose stay on with the new Doctor.
Have a crossover effect. We need that anyway, irrespective of David Bradley showing up. You're going to still need the companion to be there to marvel at all this thing that goes on beyond that.
Yeah, and I hear apparently episode 12 is going to end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's right. I read that too, and which means that's either going to be. Sorry? What did you just say, Louis?
Where did you read this from?
No, I was told it.
Oh, by one of your insiders.
I don't have an insider. If it's anybody, it's going to be Master Connor there.
Well, I wouldn't trust a word that came out of that one's mouth. Dirty bastard. Yeah, I saw something on Twitter about it.
Yeah, so it can only be one of two things: the appearance of the First Doctor, as played by David Bradley, or we see the 13th Doctor show up.
Sally Sparrow.
Oh yes, yes. There's that rumor about her having to be the alternative 13th Doctor is an interesting thing. I don't know whether that's set in stone or not.
I was trying to tell Joe about that, but he thought, because of my accent, he thought I was saying Sally Sparrow.
Oh,
He's like, Sally Sparrow's coming back as the Doc? Baloney! And I was like, no, Joe, I mean Sally Sparrow. Sparrow? He's like, Sally Sparrow? What? No!
Ah!
Ugh.
It's I don't know. I think it's a daring thing to do to shake up the regeneration process this year. I think it's a very daring thing to do.
I mean,
you go on.
No, you go on.
No, I was just going to say that because for the last 10, well, however long we've had regenerations in New Who, it's just been straightforward stuff. But now they turned it on its head, and we're going to get it sort of like not as we normally would get it, which is interesting for me.
Fair enough. I mean, oh, what was I say now? Oh, I've just read a review and it says Missy's met the monks before.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that would. Oh,
The doctor needs Missy's help, and it seems she may have met the monks before.
Now I wonder whether that's in her current physiognomy, or was that to do with Sim?
That's a good point.
Because for her to meet them before, it would have to be in a previous life, which would be Sim.
Roger Delgado.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? This whole Roger Delgado lookalike thing, I don't even know whether that's a thing now, that we're going to have that incarnation show up towards the end. I'm not sure whether that's a true thing now.
I mean, Philip, you've got your Doctor magazine with you.
Yes, I have.
Fine. Apparently, there's quotes from World Enough and Time on the Cyberman one, on the spine.
Yes.
And then on the spine of the Ice Warrior one, there's also a quote from that episode.
Right. So let's see if we can find the quotes
On the spine.
on the spine. Oh, I need my glasses for that. It's too fine. I can't read it. Where's my
I
glasses?
can read it from my one. I don't have the Cyberman. On the Ice Warrior one, it says, not the tomb of an Ice Queen.
Oh, this one. I can barely read it. It's too small.
It says, not just any tomb, the tomb of an Ice Queen.
Oh.
Apparently, the working title for this was Tomb of the Ice Warriors.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, not just any tomb. Tomb of the Ice Queen. Right. Okay, that's that one.
I don't know what the Cyberman one is.
Oh, they've got them on the spine. Let me just check the previous one. See what else what they got on the previous one's spine. Oh, there's one here on the previous magazine. They got one here. I can't read it though. Doctor, will you read? Oh yeah, Doctor, will you read the Veritas? That's the Veritas.
You're going to be looking through your old Doctor Who magazines tonight, looking at all the spines.
You're not wrong.
I can tell. I just don't know what the apparently the Cyberman one says old school. Oh no, so apparently it says it's a Cyberman, a Mondasian Cyberman.
Ooh, that would be.
How do you say it?
Yeah, I can see that. It's the Cyberman.
Very, very nice.
Well, also fair enough. We got a lot coming into this now. It's going to be bombastic. I think this is Moffat has done himself a good turn on this one.
Exactly. I mean, can't wait for Empress of Mars.
Looking at her and well, I will be reading the preview of it when we've done this. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I just hope they don't come out of their. I just hope they don't step out of their armor thing again, because I didn't like that when they did that in Cold War. I thought that was a bit.
Yeah, it kind of took away the fun, the mystery. Uh-oh.
And then, of course,
he pulled out of Paris climate deal.
Yeah.
Good old Donald Trump. Sorry, I've just. I love Donald. Go on.
No, I was just saying that in the write up with the Cybermen appear, there is a passage that says that there will be a lot of body horror going on. So I'm wondering how far they will push that envelope.
I hope that you see people's hearts being ripped out, brains being.
They wouldn't do that.
No, they won't. It'd probably be just like a little bit of blood or something. I mean, it's not going to be serious.
Yeah.
But it would be nice.
I'm kind of leaning towards the imagery we had in Age of Steel when you saw those buzzsaws and things coming down towards their victims and
oh, that gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
Not nice. Ugh. Horrid.
Wow.
Any thoughts? Anything else to say?
No, only just to say that this has been a really outstanding season for Doctor Who in its 10th season. And I'm looking forward to the outcome. And okay, it's sad to see Capaldi go, but I'm looking forward to what's ahead for us with the new Doctor and Chibers and beyond, really.
You just want to get rid of Capaldi, don't you?
No, not really. No. Like I said, this has been my favourite season of him.
And who do you want as a 13 before we go?
Who do I want? I've always had a soft spot for Eddie Redmayne, but that's not going to happen. So
Who?
Eddie Redmayne, Fantastic Beast.
Oh God.
I knew you'd say that.
Pretty boy.
Well, to a certain level, he's not that pretty, but he's got that kind of quirkiness about him that I like.
You like the not so pretty ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was really horrible. Jokes. I'm joking.
I know.
And with that,
what about you, though? What about you? What?
Matt Lucas has already been in it. Bertie Carvel, if I'm being serious.
I know the one you mean, because I remember you had a avatar picture of him, so I know who you mean.
He was in Doctor Who previously as Mysterious Man, who whispered in Francine Jones' ear in the Lazarus Experiment, which made her get slapped. He's been in Primeval in Series 3. He's been in a lot of things. He's in Dr. Foster.
Mm-hmm.
He played Miss Truncheon in Matilda. He's been in lots of things. But yeah, he's very good. When do you think we're going to get this reveal?
Of the new, who the new actor is? You know what? It's so close to call now, because normally by now we know who it is, but because we're speeding ahead to the last couple of episodes, so I'm thinking that they will be able to manage to hold off telling us until the last minute, which has never been done before.
You think?
Yeah, I think they're going to manage it.
Yeah, because I swear there's never been able to keep it.
Still, yeah, they've never been able to do that.
Although I think it'll be revealed before Christmas.
Oh, that's without a doubt, because it depends whether how Capaldi is playing out his regeneration holdback. If there is a holdback regeneration.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it'd be really weird if they, at the last minute of episode 12, he does regenerate and they just stop it at freeze frame and we don't see the end of that until Christmas comes.
That would be interesting.
That would piss me off, to be honest. But
oh, we just have to see. We just have to see.
We certainly do.
Oh, excuse me. I think that concludes this cast. So yeah, like you said, a strong series. Thanks for coming on, Philip. We love having you.
You're more than welcome. I've enjoyed the conversation about Doctor Who, and hopefully it won't be long before we get to see what goes on from here on in.
True. And thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what you thought about the pyramid at the end of the world in the description below. Not the description, the comments below. Give us a like or dislike depending on your opinion of this cast. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye for now.